Colorado's Secretary of State is being sued tonight by a watchdog group representing a group of Colorado voters. They're demanding former President Trump not appear on Colorado's 2024 presidential primary ballot. The lawsuit claims he disqualified himself from public office after violating the 14th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution. We spoke with Secretary Griswold about the suit and what it could mean for Colorado voters. This is the lawsuit Colorado's Secretary of State Jenna Griswold received Wednesday morning. It was filed in U.S. District Court in Denver by a watchdog group representing a group of Republican and unaffiliated Colorado voters. The suit, filed against Griswold and former President Donald Trump, demands Griswold immediately disqualify the former president from the 2024 Colorado ballot.
This comes from his actions inciting the insurrection and the attempts to steal the 2020 election. The lawsuit alleges that Section 3 of the 14th Amendment applies and actually disqualifies him from being placed on a ballot.
The 14th Amendment prohibits anyone who has taken an oath of office from holding public office if they have engaged in insurrection or rebellion against the United States, unless they are granted amnesty by a majority of Congress. Griswold says it's unclear what will come out of the suit.
What's unclear about Section 3 of the 14th Amendment is that it doesn't say whether someone who would be disqualified can run for office or whether they are just not seated after they win office.
She says the Constitution also doesn't say who gets to decide if that person is disqualified, and points out Colorado law doesn't state how to consider challenges like this when determining whether someone can run for office. Donald K Sherman with Citizens for Responsibility and Ethics in Washington is representing the plaintiffs in this suit. Sherman's group is a nonpartisan group that promotes ethics and accountability in government. He explains why they chose Colorado to file this suit.
Not every state has the legal tools necessary to enforce these kinds of ballot challenge cases, but Colorado does have mechanism for voters to ensure that candidates are eligible.
Sherman says the ultimate goal of this suit:
provide clarity and avoid chaos for voters who want to make sure that there are only eligible candidates on the ballot when they go to the primary polls and in next November when they vote for president.
The chairman of the Colorado Republicans released a statement referring to the group of plaintiffs as, quote, despicable malcontents who were trying to get away with robbing Coloradans of their options or votes, stating they will consider all options, including litigation, to preserve the right of Republican voters to vote for President Trump. Denver 7 reached out to the Trump campaign for comment and has yet to hear back. Sherman says the court will ultimately make a decision on what's next following the suit. Similar lawsuits have been filed in multiple other states.